In the previous America's Cup, it was apparent that overtaking was difficult due to the aerodynamic interactions between match racing AC75s. But why was this so? To help explain, we'll analyse some CFD on a simplified AC75 in a close-hold condition with the aim of trying to understand the aerodynamic mechanisms at play. This study swept between two degrees of freedom, the lateral and longitudinal displacements between the yachts. In essence, each black dot is a location which was simulated. Clearly, in an ideal world, you'd sweep other parameters such as heading or sail trim, but these were outside the scope of the initial investigation. By importing all the results into a contour map, we can see overall trends where the contour in this case is the following yacht's sail surge or thrust. Here, you can see an obvious region of surge loss, which correlates to a decrease in yacht speed. There's also another hidden region, but we'll get to that shortly. Now this main region appears to be pronounced from the three-dimensional flow field of the lead yacht. The main and jib vortex are co-rotating, while importantly, the hull vortex is counter-rotating. Together, they create a lateral component which varies across height as the vortices interact downstream. In effect, this varies the relative angle of incidence of the following yacht, thereby making it think it's pointed higher into the wind than it really is, decreasing its performance. In this particular case, performance is lost due to a leading edge separation on the jib. Now in reality, you'd point lower, and since sails are rigid, you wouldn't end up with such a big blow up. And this brings me to a quick disclaimer. I don't have access to real America's Cup designs or high performance computing. I can only do simplified simulations to uncover basic trends. Essentially, all I'm saying is focusing on the numbers that I present is pretty much pointless, but looking at some of the general trends might be useful. Now regarding the hidden region I mentioned, it's noted that the lead yacht actually gains performance when the following yacht is close behind it. I suspect this is due to the flap effect, where the circulation around the following yacht increases the incidence of the lead yacht's trailing edge, thereby requiring more circulation to maintain cutter. However, more detailed and fundamental studies would need to occur to validate this theory. So how is all this information useful? Well, you could produce a variety of these maps, and by coupling this CFD with a VPP, you could produce a contour such as this, a delta VMG map, where VMG is velocity made good. Furthermore, this information could be used in a race time simulation program to help aid strategy. Clearly, there's lots of potential from studies like these, and I'd be surprised if America's Cup teams haven't already done ones that are similar, especially since they already exhibit strategies according to what we've just learned in an attempt to cover their opponent rather than reduce overall race time. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.